In the aged Like Bull Sperm category, we have a YouTube commenter named Mrs. Frazzled, and old Frazz had this Ian Roberts story all figured out from the get-go. Forget waiting to hear the facts. Prudence is for white supremacists. Now, some of her followers sent her warnings that Ian Roberts' hiring may have been a bit problematic, but Frazz was too smart for them. No, she wasn't gonna fall for ISIS racist propaganda. And so she coalesced her 24 brain cells together and produced this gem. And we're going to laugh together. Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With his powerful brainwaves cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnny Walker Dread Show.
Some of my followers complain, all the freaking time, that I interrupt my videos too often for my commentary. So I promised myself that I would only do so when she said something truly stupid. So I apologize in advance for all the interruptions.
First of all, let me get this straight. In Iowa, a permitless carry state, meaning you can basically just have a gun wherever.
Frazz isn't the type that teaches firearm law. And for that, we're thankful.
Where Governor Kim Reynolds signed a bill letting teachers carry guns inside of schools, a superintendent and hunter has normal rural America things in his car, like so many do in Iowa during deer season, and we're supposed to make something of that?
You know, perhaps I'm expressing some bias here, but Ian doesn't come off as the hunter type. I just can't picture him hunting, unless by hunting she means cruising down Motel Boulevard looking for new teaching talent. You have to picture this. Ian Roberts, after a tough day selling drugs and stealing cars, dons camo and a 308 and goes hunting for wild hogs. Okay.
They didn't say he was going anywhere to do anything nefarious, just that he had them in his car. Law enforcement obviously released this as some type of smear campaign against a beloved professional. If I had to wager a guess, because he's black. And then, okay, so he sped away after a traffic stop. What did I say to him during that traffic stop?
Maybe,
don't speed away. That would be real dumb. If you do, we'll chase you down.
Like, we know they're scary as heck with the kidnapping and the masks and all of.
So leading them on a chase mitigates that danger somehow. Who in here thinks that the best way to avoid conflict with law enforcement is to drive off after they've pulled you over? So Mrs. Frazzled has fallen completely for the "it makes perfect sense for people of color not to comply with the cops' lawful orders, because cops will just gun you down if you do. It happens all the time."
We told him to put his hands up and walk slowly toward our voice, and he did, so we shot him. Why he didn't just jump in his car and drive off, well, that will remain a mystery to us.
But the gun charge. Dr. Roberts was cited, not arrested, for having a loaded hunting rifle in his vehicle on state game lands. He was talking to the warden, and he put his gun in the car because he didn't want the warden to feel threatened, because again, he's not stupid.
No, I don't think Ian Roberts is stupid. Those who hired him are. Speaking of such, if she'd been on the Des Moines Public School Board, she'd still be giving Ian a vote of confidence, even up to this point. She'd be the last holdout.
And then he pled guilty to a summary offense, paid a $100 fine, and moved on. And that's literally it.
Well, not totally. The phrase, "tip of the iceberg," comes to mind.
A lot of you sniffed out that gun charge story stunk because you're teachers or were former teachers, and you know that we have to pass background checks to work in schools. And he passed.
Her audience is mostly teachers, and these teachers know that Ian Roberts is as innocent as a baby lamb because he had to pass a background check to work in schools. Hey, Frazz, you're begging the question. The hoopla here is, how did someone get hired as superintendent when that position is supposed to come with Silverado-sized scrutiny? This is the same person who bellyaches constantly in her videos how someone with a criminal record became president,
making him sound like a criminal mastermind.
Actually, ICE didn't have to do much in that respect. You got to give it up to Ian Roberts for pulling off this crime for as long as he did. Of course, he had accomplices in the form of leftist school board members who would struggle to beat a raccoon in tic-tac-toe. Come to think of it, my money's on the coon. unless the coon was educated in the Des Moines public school system.
It's just giving racism. Dr. Roberts also completed the I-9 form that every employee has to do, where you have to show that you have all the required papers to work.
Oh, well, I guess we can all just forget about this story. Nothing to see here.
So the district is like, we have no indication that this man is not a citizen. They're saying they have no understanding of this removal order that ICE is talking about. So where is this really coming from?
The Biden administration. It was the Biden administration that sniffed him out and ordered his deportation. All ICE did was sweep him up. Ian made it easy for them to find him. He even wore pimp suits to make him stand out from the crowd.
The Supreme Court did just greenlight racial profiling during immigration raids. ICE can stop people just because of what they look like or what language they speak. So
what about the clothing they wear? Because I'd be in favor of adding that to the list.
I think this is about who gets treated as a responsible gun owner and who gets treated as a threat. And this is one of the issues with this permitless carry shit. Because again, a beloved black school leader is the one caught in their crosshairs. And I have to say, I am kind of disappointed that so many of my followers sent me the headlines and the articles being like, ooh, maybe we should wait on this, Frazz.
Yeah, let's just make fun of those who cautioned you about jumping to conclusions. Excellent idea. Frazz, first rule of being a YouTube commenter, don't be significantly dumber than your audience. I mean, I'm not the smartest guy, and I'm not saying that I'm smarter than everyone who follows me, but I'm not significantly dumber than them. And if one of my followers kicked in and said,
"Hey, Johnny Walker Dread, this is all pretty preliminary. You may want to hold off on this,"
I'd be smart enough to say, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm jumping the gun here. Maybe I should hold off a bit. But not old Frazz.
Maybe we need to have media literacy here. And the media spins shit for fear-mongering.
Like telling people that it was smart for Ian Roberts to drive off because of the horrible things ICE would have done to him. Now you may be thinking, she's seen where she's blown it here and has decided to update her loyal listeners on the facts. Her channel is about informing an audience. Right? Letting them know that Ian is a proven liar, criminal, and cheat. So I looked and nope. You see, she isn't about educating an audience at all. This is a propaganda channel. I did find this video which I thought might be about Ian Roberts. I was wrong, but it's a doozy.
An elected school board president is facing removal in Illinois today because she reposted a video about Charlie Kirk. You may have heard of Qasim Rashid. It was his video. So what did he do? He is speaking at this meeting. He is going eighth, he is in line, and he is defending this woman.
So what did this school board president do? She posted "Karma is a bitch" upon hearing news of Charlie Kirk's murder, because posts like that are what we look for in those tasks with overseeing the operation of public schools. So much for radical empathy. Charlie, his wife, and his 2 kids, screw them. And Mrs. Frazzled figures that such commentary is perfectly suited for a board president. Just as a note, the title of her video is, "This is what it looks like to defend education and free speech." Mrs. Frazzled, no one is pushing for the school board president to be arrested, just taken to task for pushing a violent, non-empathetic message. So here's my message to Mrs. Frazzled. You run an education channel for teachers. I have a passion for public school instruction as well. And I watched a few of your videos, and I don't think you understand what the hell you're talking about. But if you ever decide you want to debate education, learning, teaching, I'll be happy to take you on any day you like. Like my video and subscribe to my channel.